warfare was one of them. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a problem in 1939 for them.
yeah,
At the end of the day, and the thing is, even the solution to the problem is wrong. The British 6 pounder
yeah.
anti-tank gun that first comes in North Africa, which is reasonably good. I mean, it's the 17 pounder is what's needed later in the war, but it's the same as the American 57 millimeter anti-tank gun. And to be honest, by 1944, the 57 millimeter, the British 6 pounder, is only just good enough against, say, the Panzer IV, but
Yeah.
really you need something bigger for Panthers and Tigers and so on. The Japanese never go above 47 millimeters in anti-tank guns, and it's not good enough. It's good enough for a Stuart tank at the beginning of the war, or at the beginning of the Pacific campaign, but it is not good enough against Sherman at the end of the day. And there are lots of reasons for that. The American bombing campaign, the submarine blockade that stops both raw materials coming in, but also finished products leaving to supply places. All those famous pictures of Japanese tanks that are now diving spots on sunken ships in Pacific archipelagos. That's the point of doing all this, is that so that they're not at the front line. So that they don't have an impact. It sucks to be you if you're facing a Japanese tank and you don't have an anti-tank weapon yourself, but there aren't many of them in comparison to how many the British and Indian Army are bringing to the battle.
No, only very rare occurrences in some Pacific islands, very rare.
Mm.
And of course, in the China theater. In the China theater, the Japanese tank does reign supreme because it doesn't really have competition, and it does adequately against the more lightly armed Chinese, who resort
Mm.